In its effort to ensure capacity building of participants in non-kinetic operation of resolving conflicts and tackling security challenges, the Nigerian Army Resource Center, in collaboration with Mediation Training Institute, organized a 5-day course with the theme Conflict Management and Alternate Dispute Resolution. The course was aimed at equipping participants with requisite skills for building and sustaining relationships while promoting peace and harmonious coexistence in their respective societies. The Director General, Nigerian Army Resource Center, retired Major General Garba Wahab, stressed the necessity of a win-win situation in conflict resolution among different ethnic groups by applying cordial settlement, notwithstanding the existence of the court of law.
Alternate dispute resolution is required now, because it is not every time we need to go to a court of law. We are not saying you cannot go to a court of law. It is part of the legal system. But given the culture, given the background, given the tradition we have in this part of the world, it's always easier to resolve a case out of the court, to agree as to some modalities, which makes it easier for us to continue to be friends. Because in some communities, the belief is if you take somebody to court, that is the end of the relation, that's the end of friendship. But when you use, as in quote, as they call it, ADR, you still continue to be friends because the agreement is between the two of you.
The DG, while addressing the course participants, noted that the non-functionality of the grassroots government in the country has continued to make dispute and insecurity management very difficult in the Nigerian society.
Democracy has 3 Ds. Democracy is a D. Dividend a D. Deficit a D. If you don't rule your people well, if you don't have good governance, you have more deficit, which is what we are facing in Nigeria. And that's why this course becomes very, very important. Crises will continue to be there in as much as we don't do the correct thing, in as much as we don't provide what is required by the citizenry.
The President, Mediation Training Institute, Olusegun Ogunyawo, and the course rep harps on the need to use mediation as a tool in building good community relationships in managing conflict.
In a country like ours, with more than 250 ethnic and tribal groups, there is need to have a training to build capacity of all of us to be able to manage differences, build and sustain relationships, promote peace and harmonious coexistence.
In a country like Nigeria, we can mediate over conflict, over disputes, without always wanting to go the route of litigation, which is very costly and very expensive and destroys relationship. But do not get me wrong, the court of law will still be there, but we need to mediate to be able to maintain relationships, good community building and harmonious relationships and togetherness and warmth.
Conflict, as they said, is inevitable. They need, therefore, to have a capacity building of relevant stakeholders in dispute resolution becomes imperative. John Tenner, ITV News, Abuja.